How is everybody doing this early morning? L.A. Kendrick with another tale from the vault of Would You Dare. Alright. Been a while, trying to tie some things up, get the books ready for consumption. And you know how it goes. When you're doing it by yourself, it takes a little bit. And been traveling all over, as we usually do. Appreciate you guys that have responded in, and whether they're emails or just your own private way of reaching out to me. I appreciate it. Again, we do this because of you guys, and the new book, Wraith War, will be out soon. It's for 10 and up. Very good book. And it's pretty much got something for everybody that I've ever come across with in my life, whether you previously been a fan of the work or, you know, somebody I've known in my life throughout my life. And you know, just touching on those things, make sure that I don't forget anybody and give my respects and pay my respects, all right? Where I went this last time, you know, we go somewhere every year. We travel all over the world to see different things, different artifacts, different places, these hot spots, spooky spots. And sometimes I give you guys all the footage, and sometimes I keep some of the other stuff to myself because I've seen some things, some weird things out there. I can't explain them, and I've always been kind of in touch with things that are kind of strange. So I don't really touch on that too much because I want to keep it authentic and I don't want to sound like everybody else. But what I do is I get out and I actually travel and see some of these places, whether it be a bucket list issue with me or just a real situation of curiosity. I want to figure out and understand what I'm seeing. A lot of friends or associates of mine, you know, mostly the males, right? I've actually tried to get them to go with me, but they want to go after we've done the thing, or I haven't given them a heads up. So the person that usually comes with me, it's hard to put her in harm's way because some of these places late at night, you're so far out that if the car breaks down or you have any kind of vehicle issues, you're out there. And I don't want to put any female that's with me in harm's way. So most of the guys, well, maybe two of the guys that I grew up with or hung out with a lot, said they want to come out. Want to ride out. They want to see what's going on. I'm like, yeah, all right. So haven't made that happen yet. And like at the time my best friend missed the guy, but my best friend, wherever you at, you know, hey, reach out. And me and him used to talk about things like this all our youthful life, and going to these places with him to see these and share these moments, man, would have been like that absolute big dog bro moment where you guys bond even closer because you're seeing the things that I've seen with the young lady that I travel with frequently. So yeah, what I should have done was interview a lot more people. I interview them, right? But I don't put them on camera. And I'm not even thinking at the time to put them on camera because we get a lot of interesting stories. Like when I went to Utah here recently, there's something, I don't know what city he said, but the city that he was speaking about it's at the lower end of Utah. And I might have even gone through that point, but he told me some really good stuff about it. And what I'm talking about today, again, I'm trying not to ramble on too much. I try to get you guys into the story and sufficiently seeing what you came here to see. And today we're going to talk about SKINWALKER Ranch and the things that go on there. I actually went. Again, I don't just sit in the seat. I actually go to these places to observe and see if they're really there, do my own investigation and record what I can. And with that being said, the party don't start till you walk in, and now that you're here, let's begin, you guys. So fair use YouTube, this is just an excerpt of what I found that might tie in and maybe something that we can utilize. But again, fair use. This is from News Nation. It was recently the other day. All right, so these two gentlemen are talking about their experiences.
The hitchhiker effect.
Yes.
And I'll respect the anonymity of certain people here and what I'm going to put to you here, but essentially, I understand you were on the team during the ORSAP Bass program studies funded by the US Defense Intelligence Agency, where multiple ranch visitors reported bringing home hitchhiker phenomenon. And when we're talking about hitchhikers, what we're talking about is, in some cases, absolutely terrifying paranormal phenomenon, dogmen, werewolf type creatures. So Robert Bigelow, George Knapp, Jim Costigan, and a senior naval intelligence officer whom we're calling John Axelrod, they all reported the hitchhiker phenomenon, but it's Axelrod who reported perhaps the most interesting one, and that's nightmarish dogmen appearing in their backyard, blue, red, yellow, and white orbs routinely floating through their home and yard, and this is the spookiest part, black shadow people standing over the end of their beds, and loud, unexplained footsteps walking up and down their stairs. Is that the kind of phenomenon that your victims, your patients, your witnesses have experienced?
Absolutely, it's good. And the way you say it is actually quite interesting. And when you ask these people, they're very, very reluctant to tell you.
So I'm gonna stop that there, okay? Again, that's just one aspect, but I'm going to show you guys that I go to these places and I was there, okay? So this clearly shows you and lets you know I was there. So that you can see.
My camera operator said this thing wouldn't record, right? We're at Area 50, not Area 51, it was last year. You guys, we're at Skinwalker Ranch right now, LA Kendrick, doing my thing, keeping my word, you guys, as always, as promised. And let me see if I can zoom in down there. Because I'm not exactly sure what I'm seeing.
That's the gate.
I don't think it's a dog, but in the corner, in the other video that I had, it looked like there's a dog in the corner, the right corner, but I don't see anything. For you guys.
That black shape.
There, but I don't see anything.
Let me back it up just a second, okay?
Right there, but I don't see anything. See anything. For you guys.
Like right here in this area is where I thought I saw something and it stayed there for a bit. I don't know what it is. I have the binoculars trying to see, but yeah.
Right there, but I don't see anything. Like a normal day. Smells kind of funny. The bugs aren't biting me like they did at Area 51 last year, but y'all know we're here doing our thing, giving you another taste of Would You Dare. And just so you can see that this is really me.
That's the basin.
Yeah, and I got on the workout clothes because it's a lot easier, it's a lot more comfortable than put on something crazy. I could have worn my battle fatigues out here, but no, I'm not going to do that. But nonetheless, I'm giving you guys footage of Skinwalker Ranch, right? So, let me get up, let me get out of here. Guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow. You guys follow. Great War coming soon. The new book. It will not disappoint. Utah, Skinwalker Ranch.
All right. And so there you have me at Skinwalker Ranch. And she couldn't get the camera to work, so I said, let me try it. And I got it to finally kick in and do what it needed to do so that we could bring you that footage. And there's another video that's a longer version of the video. And again, if the background, just talking randomly here in the background, trying to set that mood, that spooky mood for you guys. And hey, we actually get out and we do stuff. I talked to a Native American guy, cool as heck. He mentioned Dragon. And I believe that's the guy that's with Skinwalker Ranch, the TV show. But he said that as long as they've been there, there have been incredible sightings, things, creatures, shapes, things in the air, lights at night, as long as his people have been there as far as back as he can remember. He said Dragon tried to talk to him and have a discussion with him. I think I saw that interview, if I'm not mistaken, or that brief little snippet. And he said he didn't want anything to do with it. He said, yeah, but before Hollywood came, before they made it Hollywood, there was always something going on over there before the Hollywood effect that they have now. So I had made a U-turn in his driveway, big open space, because I almost missed the turn to get to there, right? And we saw other things too. So again, she got a feeling almost immediately when she got out of the vehicle. I didn't feel anything until the situation was till closer to us leaving. That's when I actually felt something. I was like, so there that feeling is. But she was uneasy pretty much as soon as she stepped out the vehicle. And I commend her for getting, for taking these trips with me across country, across the world, across the oceans, to see some of these places. Again, we get out and do a lot of things, but what's really more heartbreaking than anything is that the support, sometimes it seems like there are people that are trying to repress what you're bringing out and what you're showing, maybe through jealousy. I don't know what it could be, but it's weird trying to put this information out and demonstrate what you have and show what you have, because it seems like there's a lot of haters that want everything for themselves and want to try to discredit you or dim your shine. So I try not to ever talk about that, but again, I don't just sit in the seat. I get out there and experience the things as they happen in real time so that I can bring you guys the authenticity of it. And some of these things I think oscillate like maybe a couple of frequencies out of phase where we can't see them. They're probably always around us, and maybe they're doing that one phase step. And I mentioned that when I did the interview. I think I mentioned when I did the interview with Linda Eastburn. And I have a video up of that. She has a video up of that as well, that interview, and it's a pretty good interview. But there's a lot of stuff that's going on in this world that we don't see. And I mentioned the guy that when I stopped at a gas station, he was talking to me. It was a gas station attendant, and he was talking to me about a spot down, and I didn't get to go to it. We were in Salt Lake City. I was closed. But he's talking about a spot that's absolutely terrifying. He said stuff actually reaches out and it touches you and it pushes you and it moves you. Dark shadows in this area. And I think it starts with the T, but it's in Utah. And I'm not quite sure exactly where that's at. But I wanted to go and see that. But again, sometimes we're pressed for time. And again, I don't want to put her in harm's way. So if there's anybody out there that may want to travel with me to some of these places, hey man, hit me up, let me know, and I'll do a background check, make sure you're copacetic and everything is A-okay, and then that way we may be able to take a trip to some of these spooky places and do some nighttime investigations with that, with all that going on. And one other thing, I noticed every time I try to when I do go out at night, and I'll try to go every now and then on my own at night when I'm out, there's never, even no matter where you're at in the desert, it's always cloudy. I can never get a good shot at the sky because it's always cloudy. You can never see because of the overcast, and it's just really, really strange to me. And all the time I've been out there, and again, I've been all over Roswell, Area 51, the Sequoias to see where there was a Bigfoot sighting, the Sierra Nevadas, been to Arizona where Travis Walton was supposed to have been abducted, the Barringer impact crater, Puerto Rico where the giant, you name it, I've been there to a lot of these places to try to make sure. The Green Men of Kelly of Hawkinsville, Kentucky, I've been there. So I have actually lived there, been there, seen these spots, so they exist. And I'm glad that you guys are sharing these moments with me. And I don't want to just flood you with other people's snippets and pieces of their information. I just try to use that to enhance what I'm speaking about, because again, I went there. You guys can see that I went to these places, all right? Please support the work, guys. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, okay? This is L.A. Kendrick giving you guys the best that I got, and there's more to come, okay? New book, Wraith War, is coming out. I have it on audio book as well this time, digital and hard copy formats. Please support the work, man. These stories, some of these stories have some things that have happened to me in my life, and I put them out there, and to try to share with you just bits and pieces of what I've gone through and what I've experienced in my life. But the other video for SKINWALKER Ranch is longer, and as I said before, sometimes I put all this stuff out there, and sometimes I don't put all the stuff out there because I don't know who's watching or what they might say, but I've seen some really strange stuff. And with that being said, this has been L.A. Kendrick with another tale from the vault of Would You Dare? You guys, make sure you check the dark homes that you have, the dark closets and the dark recesses of your home. Make sure that if you work late at night until the wee hours of the morning, you check under your car, around your car, inside of your car. All right? Be mindful of your surroundings, because you never know what's lurking in the dark, waiting to make you a story. All right? You never know. And this has been L.A. Kendrick with another tale from the vault of Would You Dare. And until next time, you guys be safe. Sorry for the sloppy work. And fill in the rest.